What's going on, Otaku Squad? It's your boy Roman and Mr. Anime 343 back at it once again. And today, I know it kind of went a little bit awkward that I actually had some stuff to do, and I had to end my stream early. But hell, oh guys, you're not gonna freaking believe this. I got some really nice goodies I want to show off to you guys. One of which I know that I know Bleeding Shadow or Jose will actually like. Oh, we got a guest. Oh, we got Bleeding Shadow. Hold on, dude.
Hey,
Hey, dude.
so take two, huh?
Yep, take two. Hold on, dude. Let me just see if I can. Well, anyway.
So, I don't know if I should say this or not, but I want to do a podcast tonight. It's called The Good Old Days.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Hold on. We got Dio.
Cock-a-doodle pussy!
Dio,
Hey
it's the
Dio.
afternoon.
Yes, but saying vulgar words is good at any time of day.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess.
But yeah. No. No, I don't want to bother you right now. Also, guys, I just got my hands on it.
Porn?
No. One of the most hottest, most popular games ever.
Nice.
Yo, I'm
Nice.
planning on getting that game too.
Sweet.
Well,
Dope.
I was thinking maybe after the live stream, if I get set up, I'll probably actually freaking live stream it on YouTube as well. For maybe about an hour or so.
That'd be pretty.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Also, that's not the only thing I got. Oh man, check it out.
Porn.
Oh,
nice.
Chainsaw Man! Awesome. I've been
Nice.
waiting for the
Yep.
anime adaptation. It's like one of the only animes I'm looking forward to.
It's supposed to be coming out sometime this year.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of excited. It's since this is literally one of the only animes I'm actually kind of looking forward to. No offense if you're into other stuff, but as like a shonen tard, this is probably the one I'm most looking forward to.
And check it out.
Nice. Fire Force, nice.
Yep.
I needed to get my hands on the Blu-ray.
Still need to get. Oh yeah, definitely. Basically, I still need to get part 1 of season 2, part 2 of season 1, and part 1 of season 2, so that way I'll actually have full sets.
Sorry, I had to attend to something real quick. But anywho, okay, so yeah, I'm planning on getting the game as well, the Elden Ring. Once I get my tax returns, because I have heard a lot of positive, good things about it.
Ooh, nice.
Now the only thing.
In fact,
what I was gonna say was the only thing that I find hilarious though is these the wokies or kind of complaining about how it doesn't have any quote unquote diverse hair, and your main character is in a helmet 24/7. So it's like, what's really the point of hair, right?
Exactly.
But again, it's what really separates the fans from people who are mentally disabled. Let's say that. Like they have to find something problematic about the game, no matter what.
I'll be right back.
Alright, well, let's see. Let's read the comment section. Alright. Hey, Shiny Evolution. I was kind of hoping there would be more comments. Well, anywho. Yeah, so, like I said, I'm I've heard a lot of good things about the Elden Ring game being decent. It's your typical kind of RPG, massive world with interesting monsters. I did see that one clip of that dog T-Rex thing, which I gotta say is absolutely hilarious. But other than that, though, I was kind of hoping that Dee Dee would be here too, because I was wanting to talk to her about the ranking of kings.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she'll be here. Or, mm, you know what? I don't really know. But
Yeah,
well,
anyway.
there you are. Okay, good. Yes.
Hold on, guys.
God damn it, Bobby.
But so anyways, I want to do this like podcast thing tonight. It's called The Good Old Days. It's a podcast where we discuss old stuff.
This sounds kind of gay.
That sounds pretty interesting. But yeah, I pretty much like the idea though. Sounds pretty cool. But hold on, I'm gonna see if I can get this
I don't know what the
here.
first episode is about. I mean, I guess we could do like classic comics. We could talk about classic comics.
Well, to be fair, I think it would be best to do it on Saturdays, because my honest opinion, like, when you think about the perfect day as a kid, it's always Saturday, because Monday through Friday is school days, right? Or if you go with the classical work schedule, that's when you work, 9 to 5 on Monday through Friday. Now Saturday was the day that everyone looked forward to, because you get to go out, you get to play, you can enjoy, the weekend. And Sunday, well, yes, it is the weekend, but Sunday, in all honesty, is kind of the day that you're supposed to kind of calm down, because it's like you got school in the the next day. So not just that, but there's really nothing on Sunday. Mind you, when I say this, I'm talking about back in the 90s, when you had Saturday morning cartoons and stuff, versus on Sunday, where I mean, I do remember there was some cartoons on, like on Fox Family and maybe Fox.
Wait,
I'm not gonna
Fox
say.
Kids?
Yeah. No, on channel 20. Like it had let's see, Eek the Cat. It had that Barnyard crap, what was it called? Okay, it was it was a barnyard where the main protagonist is this slim nerd guy with glasses, and there's a vampire rooster, a zombie cow, and a mummy cow, a sheep that has the whole Dr. Jekyll thing going on, and I think that's like a pig that's supposed to be Frankenstein.
There's also the Marvel cartoons, X-Men and Spider-Man. Hey, Sono.
Hey, Sono.
But to be honest, I think I kind of prefer Kids WB.
Also, Evolution says the good old days when people had people live. Okay, the good old days when people lived things as normal before normies got into a. Yeah, exactly. We got to we had, because as a kid, right?
That's what my podcast is about.
Yeah, and as a kid, you don't think about this damn gender bull crap, because it didn't matter, right? We were watching Ninja Turtles, not because they share a skin color or some stupid nonsense. No, it's like, oh, dude, Leonardo's cool. The Shredder's awesome. Rocksteady and Bebop.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's not going to get better, because we're all going to get nuked by Russia before anything changes.
Man,
whoa, sir, no.
Yeah, that's not.
Political is off limits.
Yeah, let's not bring that up because that always makes my blood boil thinking about it. And I already had a stressful day thanks to the dip. Well, it's not really her fault, but my coworker, she got sick, so I had to take care of the biscuits, which was no big deal. But the only teeny tiny issue was the truck came in, which means I had to go back and forth. Mind you, it took a lot of work because I had to make sure we had plenty of biscuits, and then the customers were coming in, and it was an absolute shit show. And I also had to do prep.
It sucks ass.
Yeah. But, oh, by the way, check this crap out. I seen this on Twitter. Pixar. Representation matters. I've never felt more seen than with Merlin Lee, an ambitious Asian girl growing up around the same time period I did. Yup.
Oh,
Like, do you not see anime? I mean, all the characters are Japanese. Doesn't matter if they're, white skin tone. They're all Japanese. And not just that,
exactly.
but what makes a good show good is everybody sees themselves. Like, one case in point. One case in point. Was it Persona 5, right? Persona
Yeah,
5 is really relatable to me, and I'm pretty sure to all of us, because even though we're all grown adults, we can still remember that time when we were kids. We had that kind of mindset that one of the characters had. We can, relate to them in a lot of ways, right? And mind you, they're
yeah,
technically Japanese by all means, but still, you can relate to them.
yeah. In fact, I do apologize, Serno. We're trying to avoid any per se any political bullshit because with what's going on the Middle East, right? I mean, with that happening within Europe right now, it's actually just not really my cup of tea, and I just don't want
Personally,
to talk about it.
just wouldn't. Personally, I just don't want to think about politics at all. Period.
Agreed.
But also, who wants to know what I did for my birthday yesterday?
What?
I went to Red Robin's.
Ooh,
No one's
nice.
gonna do. Wait, no one's gonna do the thing.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. Well, I was yesterday, but thank you. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and
I
today's match, apparently,
nice.
he's not.
Yeah, I know. I just forgot to say happy birthday.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I had the whiskey sauce hamburger, and this one thing called a drizzled blondie or something like that.
ooh,
It was really good.
that sounds pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to playing Elden Ring though.
Yeah. Elden Ring looks pretty good so far. But honestly, I'm not really gonna get it right now. I want to save that when I get my inevitable Xbox Series X. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. It's just that every time that freaking we actually have all these freaking games journalists actually freaking saying how hard a game is because there's no easy mode. They can just restart a game.
Yeah, I've decided.
Listen, these journalists, their version of easy mode, like Candy Crush, is the Dark Souls games of
Lock it.
mobile.
Just take them, lock them in a room that won't open up until they beat Cuphead.
They'll be dead then. They'll just be, bones. Like you go in there and it's like, guys, where? Hey, Bob, there's nothing but skeletons in here.
And this would be like 1,000 years later because they just never beat Cuphead.
Yeah, they didn't get past the first part. Someone opens the door. It's like,
what if they never got past the tutorial?
oh yeah, that's the thing. Like there was that one loser who was crying about how the tutorial is hard because I can't, beat it or get past it. And it was right there how to do it, but because they got a smooth peanut brain, well, How do you do the thing?
Well, the thing is that they're not there because they like games. They're there to push an agenda. They're there.
Yeah.
They're just there to push censorship via media pressure.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're basically the sleeping giants, especially a tentacle of the sleeping giants and groups like that.
Ugh. Yeah, that just freaking makes me a little like freaking just absolutely like not happy about that because we just want to freak. I mean, they even tried actually trying to cancel a freaking comic book that I've actually pre-ordered. It's like a isekai like manga. It's like an isekai like a indie comic that actually takes place in the Crusades.
Yeah, and you know what? We're gonna need our own printing industry because I have a feeling that they're gonna come after the printers at some point and say, if if there's a company that won't capitulate, I wouldn't doubt it if they're gonna have Antifa, like Antifa, those black bloc protesters that go in and smash things up. They might send Antifa after if we keep finding ways around, they might go to the companies that will do business with us and then smash them up with Antifa.
I mean, what surprised me, they're all savages.
Pretty much.
Wait, what is Antifa?
It's the group that goes around smashing businesses up and lighting them on fire.
Basically, think of a knuckle dragon mouth breathing,
think of the Nazi brown shirts.
Yeah.
Is that what happened to
in
that
2020?
one anime studio?
Yes.
Portland.
Oh no. That was
Portland.
Yeah, and what you're thinking of is a completely different matter. That was just because some guy went batshit insane. That had nothing to do with Antifa. And that was also in Japan, where thankfully these people don't exist. I mean, yes, there's still feminists in Japan, but they're very, 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 very tiny, and a lot of people, including women.
That's because Antifa and BLM in Japan can't do shit because they'd actually get arrested and they'd actually have SWAT teams out there.
And that's good. That's what
the problem with why Antifa could do that is because there's no law enforcement. They do it in cities that have favorable DAs.
Mm-hmm.
Soros prepared for this beforehand by putting DAs in there that won't prosecute. So now we have to worry about publishing houses that publish our comic books and print them. Now we have to worry about how they would get attacked if the rubber hit the road.
Yeah, but other than that,
Why does it feel like we're living in the entertainment apocalypse?
We're living in a clown world, basically.
Yeah,
I personally prefer to.
You know what? Actually, what we need is a printing house that's located in Florida, because I think that Ron DeSantis has a pretty tight grip on the whole Antifa situation.
And that's good. That's what we need.
Yeah,
we need to have our printing house and stuff located in Florida, where the law enforcement would actually crack down on these black bloc idiots.
And that's good. Because these savages need to be put in their place. This is the United States of America, not, Unga Bunga land where you can do this shit and get away with it.
Well, yeah, Oregon, I think that in most cities where the law enforcement has been, and it's usually the mayors giving the police stand-down orders.
Mm-hmm.
So we basically need it in red cities only.
Oh, you know what? I want to throw something out there real quick, So, you know how these, the wokies always want to defend people who they don't really give two shits about and call the straight man racist? Saudi Arabia would like to say hello. Because the stuff that happens there, the Klan would look at them and go, damn!
Yeah, but the thing is, in Saudi Arabia, it's the government doing it, so there's really nothing anyone can do about it.
Yeah,
it's like the government takes away, does it? It's like these racists in the U.S. is like they don't do that, and the Saudi Arabia's like, what you gonna do about it, huh? What you gonna do about it?
Exactly, but
and just like how Canada harbors that one hacker guy, that Aubrey Cottle guy who hacked into Give Send Go. It's like he should be a criminal right now. He should be in prison, but Canada's basically protecting him. And so he's like, "What you gonna do about it? The government's on my side. What you gonna do about it?" And this is why that people need to get governments in there who will enforce the law.
Yeah, exactly. Because this is getting out of hand, and we're actually trying to freaking copy the one China world rule. But
and entertainment, and the thing is, entertainment in China now is just non-existent because of all the crackdowns.
And that was even
wait,
more
what about
funny.
Squid? Oh, wait, that's Korean.
One at a time. Let Dio talk.
What's even more hilarious is the fact that the West, or at least Disney, is trying to kiss China's ass to no end, only for China to be like, this sucks. They try to do it with Mulan, where, mind you, the animated movie itself is allowed in China, but the live action movie is not. Because the live action movie is too kiss ass. It's too. Because a lot of issues with the live action Mulan is the animated movie is way better for obvious reasons, but it starts a girl who is just your typical run-of-the-mill everyday woman, right? She isn't the chosen one or anything like that. But in the movie, the live action movie, she has chi, and she has all this super powerful chi, and everyone is commenting about it, and it's like, what? No, this isn't. No, you got rid of Mushu and the greatest song ever. Let's get down to business for this. I mean, at the same time, I'm kind of glad because at least they're not tainted by this abomination.
Exactly, but here's the thing. This is why we actually need independent, freaking entertainment, like indie comics, like indie games. I mean, when Sets of Cyberpunk Ghost Story came out and freaking people started ringing about that, and they actually decided to take a stand because Top Hat Studios actually had a freaking spine.
I still love the Top Hat Studios who stood up and said the game is not made for you. That right there was a Chad move, and that's what we need more of. We need more Chads and less spineless fucking incels who would cry about their fucking fifis.
Exactly. This is why we actually need more independent independent creators to actually do their own thing. And besides, I hope one day I'll actually get if I ever get a comic book artist, along with a comic book creation team, so that way we could actually create our own comics and stuff.
We should make our own studio.
Yeah, Explosion Comics Studio. That would definitely be interesting because I really got to say I really like your idea for your for the comic book studios, and both my Magical Murder Trap Ticket-kun and my freaking Billy the Kid Demon Hunter could actually be contributions to Explosion Comics.
I also have another idea for a title. I have another name for our publishing studio. How about the Chad Studio?
The Chad Studio?
No, the Chads. Like
the
Chads.
Studio. Oh yeah, that's pretty interesting. But I prefer Explosion Comics better because especially the slogan that says "Comics that'll blow your mind."
Oh yeah, that.
Because basically, I was actually sold on Explosion Comics, but for the rating system, I was thinking like the ATOM, like a firecracker for all ages, stick of dynamite for freaking the teens, hand grenade for freaking the
M-rated stuff.
Older teams, and then like freaking for the mature stuff, that's when we go for the freaking nuclear bomb.
Oh,
Oh
I like
yes. Oh yes, the adult stuff used to have a nuclear radiation symbol.
I remember my web series. I was just gonna like draw like a comic and then put a camera around it, thereby creating my web series. But I want to create my web series on like on Explosion Comics.
Oh, that'd definitely be interesting. Yeah.
But listen, the thing is we need to focus on is we do need to make our own stuff. Like get serious and actually make something. Because we, now in technicality, the indie comics are the future. You got Raging Golden Eagle, who's already has his comic out. You have Common America. You have insert any and every other comic that isn't a woke political agenda crap.
Oh hey,
Don't forget this one. Don't forget this one.
Oh yeah, definitely. But
Yes.
also, when we publish our our names, do you think we should give each other our nicknames, like what we use on YouTube and StreamYards and stuff like that?
Yeah, but I was thinking like, why don't we actually create like some more like creative like pen names?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you want to do everything under a pen. The problem is that your company would have to be linked to your real name, and that could be a problem with because of government bullshit. Pen names are useless after 9/11.
You know what I'm thinking of doing though is like for my comic, I might take the mangaka approach and just kind of like wear a funny little mask. That way, it's like people won't know who I am.
Honestly, I'll just get like a black Spider-Man mask and then put red on the eyes.
I don't think you could legally. Well, I mean, could you? Like, I mean, the thing is, like, Spider-Man is owned by Marvel, so could you legally, have a mask like that? Because when you look at say mangakas who wear masks to hide themselves because angry fans, they all go for some ridiculous, animal gimmick or whatever.
My gimmick is kind of like darkness. You know what I mean?
Yes, okay.
Immortal edgelord stuff.
Yeah. And also, like I mean, basically, I wanted to actually just create like something for the fans though, because
oh hey, by the way, I don't know if any of you guys would agree to this, but what if our series like takes place in the same universe?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was actually hoping that one to actually
connected multiverses.
Yeah. Because there's always an alternate universe to something.
We could do something like with DC Elseworlds or like What If. Oh hey, Ronald Dragon of America.
Ronald. Besides,
he's a YouTuber I watch on his streams.
Yeah, anyway, we just actually are just, sitting here chatting, having a good time. Besides.
But yeah, my web series, I want to adapt that for like comics because it's probably better off if it was like a comic. It would be a parody of like, not just Adult Swim cartoons, but also like, those school books from Scholastic, like Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Captain Underpants.
Oh, God. You see how this is going?
You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
What you're talking about?
Huh?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay. Oof.
That's what I want to do with my web series. And
3 hours before I can get a freaking update for it. Sheesh.
And like title the book as if it was season 1.
Yeah, anyway, I just actually got this there, Cerno.
But
Elden Ring for PS4.
Oh my.
Yeah, I've actually been hearing a lot of people actually be talking about this game, and I hope to God that not only will this get Player's Choice, but also get Game of the Year.
You know, I mean, all the positive things I've heard, which is like 99% of whoever talks about it, it sounds like it is a good game.
Yeah, and also it turns out that the creator also decided to actually say straight up that he's not going to make an easy mode for all the freaking games journalists.
And that's good.
Honestly,
I mean, if they can't do it, guess what? Get good.
I don't know if I'm gonna lose my credibility, but sometimes I play a lot of games on easy mode. But with games that don't have an easy mode, I just get good.
Exactly. You're supposed to get good. It's supposed to actually make you grind and try to find patterns and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I've actually
Well,
been playing Code Vein, and I really love that game. I mean, it was hard as balls just to actually figure things out, but God forbid, I've actually been watching Dr. Disrespect play it. I see PewDiePie play it.
I want to play Arkham in the Arkham series on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah, in fact, even if there's like a new game plus and it allows you to actually transfer all your skills over to like a more harder setting, that's what I'd love to try and do.
You know what? Maybe I should do a stream where I play Marvel Spider-Man on the hardest difficulty ever, because I love that. I love that combat system where it's like fast pace and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about, the Arkham and Spider-Man games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, like I showed.
Oh, go ahead.
That's not the only thing I also got today. I also got Chainsaw Man Volume 1.
And furry porn.
Oh God.
Wait, you didn't get furry porn? I could have sworn
he also got Fire Force Blu-ray.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Fire Force, a little fun fact for you. Hibana, the, cute fire princess, and I share the same birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday to Princess Hibana and to you.
Yes. Our hell the sexiness.
Yeah, but just imagine like the Arkham gameplay style fused together with the Souls-like gameplay.
Oh, that would be pretty fucking interesting.
Like have like fast pace, but also still hard as hell.
Yeah, and I've also been playing River City Girl Zero, which has also been getting a lot of freaking flack because of all the fucking, craziness that's been going on with all the localizers saying, how dare you actually not try to actually freaking push in all these political BS that you're with certain games?
That alone made me...
I want to know, when it comes to that game, what is the difference between the actual localization or the localization and the translation? Like, what? Because I want to see if it's an actual fair thing to do.
Oh, wish I had an answer about that one, but
that whole meltdown there is simply why this game has to be like Game of the Year in my opinion. Even though indie games never get Game of the Years unless you're Undertale or Hades or anything like that.
Exactly. But you see, it's all just ridiculousness that we're actually just dealing with because, we actually have to pander to those that are actually, willing to actually go on social media and bitch about anything and everything about your stupid ass feelings while actually giving us, the actual fans and consumers, the short end of the stick.
Because again, at the end of the day, who's the one that's going to buy the game? We are.
The consumers.
Yes.
Because we should be the ones that should be listened to. We give our feedback for the sake of actually, making better products.
Exactly, because we are the ones who's going to actually spend money on
Wait,
this. The mouth-breathing neckbeard who identifies as a non-binary pickle isn't going to buy this game because they're too busy eating Doritos and eating their mom and dad at a house and home while they figure out what gender they're going to be at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Hey, Mr. Anime,
Yeah.
are we like for Explosion Comics? Are we like the only 3 content creators?
If anybody actually has anything they want to chip in, and if they actually have meritocracy and aren't willing to actually push, political agendas or anything like that, and willing to put the fans first, over freaking political agendas, which is like our goal is not to be political, but to actually entertain people through our stories.
Oh, by the way, maybe we should have like a divisions of like that. Have like Explosions America and then Explosions Japan, where we would have like anime.
Oh, that would be freaking cool. What's
Kinda
going
like-
on?
What?
I was actually hearing something weird going on, and
I
But
have no idea what that was.
but it would be something like the Nintendo. You know how like there's Nintendo of Japan and Nintendo of America? It would be like similar.
yeah, in fact, thinking that we could actually also take in like
But
manga.
the Japanese side of the company would have to have ultimate control. Where the Japanese side of the company was the one that was dominant over the American ones, because you can't really hire people. You can't really find people to hire in America that aren't censorious because of all the Marxists running around in our
To be
school
honest,
system.
I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that either, because if I want to put it, if we could actually be able to have Explosion Comics under the Japan banner, I'm all for it, because that's definitely an idea, because if we can actually get some the more underappreciated manga and stuff like that, and have it put under
I mean,
our title.
it would be nice. It would be nice if well, I mean, if you're gonna, I mean, it depends. I think the companies in Japan that started there. I mean, that's what I was saying about those. If you want, I think Explosion. All you have to do for that is just, because if you start a company, at least you can control where you start it. And I'd say start it in Florida or somewhere like that. Because you don't want to start it in California or New York or anything like that.
Florida man will protect it.
Yep.
Exactly, because at least none of those
Unfortunately, Texas is too close to California. Because
I've been down to Texas, but it was really beautiful, and it's hot down there. I can definitely tell you that much.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what you have to deal with to get away from the. I mean, I think that the middle of America might be better, but you don't know how many infiltrators have gotten into the middle of the country. From Cali.
What's
It turns out
turning?
that shiny Evolution cosplayers game corner says New York is turning red soon.
What's red? Not like
They're
red,
actually
but
flipping over to the Republican side over the Democrat side.
is that a
You
good
have
thing?
Brandon to blame for that one.
Is that like a good thing?
It
Yeah.
depends, honestly. It depends, because both sides have their issues. Let's just say.
Yeah,
that.
but I mean, at the same time, though, it's like, who is the worst?
Is it at least the lesser of the two evil?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because at least they don't
At
say.
least you won't have the race stuff.
Yeah, at least you don't have to hear, I identify as a non-binary pickle and you will respect me or I will get you fired. Instead, you just hear this. We don't believe them queer folk need to get married.
Yeah, they're kind of on the opposite sides of the spectrum, but they're pretty much the same kind of authoritarian. But
Yeah.
it's all what kind of authoritarian you want, because unfortunately, at least there are some liberty respecting people within one of the red part, the Republican Party, but still, it's just you have a risk of getting an authoritarian Bible thumper.
Yeah, no one wants that. No one wants. And Jesus said that God does not want gay people to get married. Now give me tree
Okay, I
fitty.
think we get it, Dio.
Now give me tree fitty. I need tree fitty for my church. Praise Jesus.
South Park, the Loch Ness monster.
Oh Jesus! Besides, I had to miss out on some of the episodes of freaking South Park because apparently,
Also,
I've been working so much.
Also, it would be a good idea not to bend the knee for the right, if that makes any sense.
No,
Yeah,
don't bend a knee to any damn body. There you go. Don't bend a knee to any damn body.
Yeah.
Just bend the knee in order to kick them in the balls.
The only time I'm gonna ever
Both sides.
The only time I'm ever going to bend down is if I'm going to. Oh, that would get Mr. A demonetized.
Yeah,
I'm not even
careful about
monetized at
that.
all. So if you want to go ahead and say it, just freaking say it and get it over with. Because apparently, monetized, I don't have enough freaking subscribers to actually get monetized.
Fine. The only time I'm ever going to bend down is I'm sucking a cute femboy dry.
Oh my.
Oh,
Ora.
yeah.
I'm
In fact,
just gonna back away and then just
Back
back
away.
away.
Yep.
Like you already know who I am. This should not be a surprise.
that's just Dio being Dio.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Who else
true.
but Quagmire? Giggity giggity goo.
Yeah, and basically, all I gotta say is we actually should have a right to actually just be ourselves. We shouldn't actually let anyone actually try to dictate what we can or can't be.
And what makes it even more hilarious is
Big
the fact that
tech.
these idiots who identify as non-binary, pickles, are pretending to be all these things that don't exist, like non-binary, or that they tried to do this new word was like a Z and Zer or whatever to be male and female. They want to change words for male and female, mom, dad, son, stuff like that. They want to play pretend and they demand you play with them even though you're not interested in them.
No, I don't really have an interest in them because, also, if I could get up to 350, I'll probably do, like, a Say Documora, like the one I did with Revy, but actually with the Stolfo.
Wait, what? 300 what?
350 YouTube
350?
subscribers.
350?
Yeah, 350.
Get 350 subscribers?
Yes.
Just wait till you get to 420.
Oh, 420. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
420 is a marijuana joke.
Yeah, I understand that. Basically, I don't want to freaking celebrate 420 at 420 at 420, but
Ooh, my personal favorite, 666.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna be fucking good.
Yes.
But like I said, I just want to look. If I can get to 350 or 350, I'll make the stuff for Dakimura. 500 will actually get you the freaking Gunpla build.
But one thing I want to talk to you real quick. So a week or so ago, Adele got in trouble yet again because she said something that a bunch of mentally challenged people had issue with. Now, for those of you who do not know, a couple of weeks ago there was a music award in Britain. Now, to give some context, used to there was a award for both genders, for male best singer and female best singer.
Why does
But they
that even
decided to
matter,
get
anyways?
well, I'm about to get to that. They decided to get rid of that and just have it, the best singer, period. So Adele wins the award because, by all means, she is a good singer, in all fairness. And, she goes up there, she's smiling, she's saying, "Thank you for this award, and I am proud to be a woman." Now, to those of us who are not mentally challenged, all she said was she's proud to be a woman, nothing more, nothing less. And even the audience was like, "Woo, yeah, go girl, yeah, congratulations." Which, that's fine, because that is what a sane individual would do. But because we live in a clown world where you could say, "I sure do like pancakes," then you can bet that there's going to be a mouth breathing loser online who will be foaming at the mouth and typing on their keyboard saying, "Oh my god, that must mean you hate waffles." To which we all know is not the case because that's a completely different sentence. But those same people will have pointed at Adele and said, "Oh my god, you are transphobic. Because how dare you say I am proud to be a woman?" Mind you, by the way, these are the same people who say, "You go girl, slay queen, let's destroy the patriarchal system and break the glass ceiling and destroy the wage gaps and, believe all women, hashtag me too," all of that. They believe they, praise and everything like that to women. But as soon as a woman says, "Hey, I sure am proud of my gender," they turn on her. Like, what the actual hell?
Backstabbers.
To add to what you were saying, Dio, it would be like if someone preferred Marvel or over DC, and they'd be like comics phobic or whatever.
I mean, wouldn't be surprised if they decided to go with that.
Like,
And see, the issue
personally,
is
I prefer Marvel, but I still really like DC.
and
But
well,
go ahead.
what I was going to say was the issue is these clowns seek attention. They love playing the victim. Even though there's nothing wrong with what Adele said, guess what? A trans woman can say the same thing and it will still be okay. But what these attention seeking losers fail to realize is the world doesn't revolve around them. Not only are they going after Adele for saying, "How dare you say you're proud of your gender," they're also going after apps who are meant for women only. Mind you, there is an app that is for women, meaning you have to be born a girl and are still a female to this day. Well, a bunch of lunatics had issue with it and wanted that app canceled. Hell, they even went far as to say it was racist. To which that's not the case because there's black women on it, Asian women, Mexican, etc., etc. But these people, they want attention and they want to invade spaces where they don't belong. Because, mind you, there are trans apps out there for them they can go to. Think about it like this. Does a child belong with adults? Like, going to an adult party or anything? No, because it's not meant for them. That is not their space. But they are like children who want to go wherever the adults go. Like, no, I want to be in your space. I mean, think like this. They would have an issue if Mr. A here or Cerner or anyone else here were to want to go onto a trans app because they're not trans. And so it's like, what's the difference here? The issue is, Cerno and Mr. A clearly doesn't belong on this app, just like they don't belong on, a woman's app because it's meant for that demographic. And they have that right to be meant for that one demographic. The world does not revolve around you. Get over yourself.
Exactly.
I am so confused right now.
Well, I mean, one thing I also want to throw out there too. You look at the Olympics, okay? You look at the female Olympics, and here's these trans women who, mind you, all women, yeah, sure, fine, whatever, but yet they still have that masculine strength that they had before. They were still born a male. They still have that, male strength. They're able to beat a, female athlete's record on day one. The first try, nothing. And yet these women are not allowed to say anything because they will be fired. They will be classified as phobic. Hell, you look at that one, I forgot who it was, but it was this one athlete, female, who was going up against a trans woman who were, boxing. The trans woman beat the ever living shit out of the woman. And yet, the only thing these lunatics had to say was, "It's so brave and bold."
Hey, what's up, Black Queen?
Yeah, what's up, Black Queen? In fact, welcome to the stream. And also, freaking, we've actually been dealing with the freaking I stand with fails. Oh god, that chick really needs to learn to get off the freaking internet because she's been clipping like Maggie Negan and also been constantly harassing another person on YouTube here because they're actually, quote unquote, harassing others. And ooh, it's actually just freaking ridiculous. I mean, seriously, she's just a bandwagoner for Kick Vic. And these people don't even actually have one shred of evidence to prove Vic's guilt.
No, and whenever they ask for the evidence, they're told to shut up. We don't owe you the evidence. Like, no. If you want us to be on board and saying, Vic is evil, Vic is wrong, then show the evidence. That way we can all be on board instead of being like, no, I can't show it because pee pee poo poo. I don't
because
want
they don't
to.
have any evidence.
Exactly. There you go. There you go. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like this. They're taking you into a dark room and saying there's a unicorn. Okay, let me turn on the light. No, you can't turn on the light because there is a unicorn. You just gotta believe me. Okay, let me turn on the light. No, you can't. Why? Why can I not turn on that light?
Because there are no unicorns.
Exactly, there you go.
Like, why would a unicorn be even in a warehouse, like you said? Like,
and
warehouse?
that's the thing right there. They are, wanting to play the victim. And it all started because they were jealous of how much love Vic was getting, how wholesome this man is. Like, I still love that one story where he literally stayed after his time was up. He stayed because he wanted to see the other fans. Meanwhile, Monica Rial, after her time was up, like, okay, I'm gone. I'm gonna get shit-faced at the bar. Like, wow, that's real fantastic there, Monica.
Also, you just gave me an idea. So if like Japan ever had like the whole whole control over the UN part, we should do a similar thing what Nintendo does with their English dubs of games.
But one thing I do want to point out real quick though is kind of go back to the whole trans thing. And see, these individuals are wanting to destroy what makes a woman because they've already tried to destroy what makes a man. Mind you, they still are doing it, but the whole male thing is not at the back burner, right? Because again, you look at it. Adele and any other woman can't say I'm proud to be a woman, right? A trans woman can go into a all women's sports team and kick their asses, and you better not say a damn word, right? And you also have the destruction of femininity, where, okay, no one is pissed because the green M&M no longer has sexy legs or because Minnie Mouse is wearing a new outfit. Minnie Mouse has worn many outfits throughout the years, just like Mickey Mouse. What people are annoyed by is the reason as to why it was done. The reason it was done because of political correctness. Women are not allowed to have sexy legs, and women should not wear dress. They should wear, suit pants, so pantsuits. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that design that Minnie Mouse has, the Carter just looks absolutely atrocious. Like, it isn't Minnie Mouse's Carter, right? But other than that, the pantsuit looks aight at best. But again, it's not the issue. The issue is why they changed it. Why they went ahead and got rid of the green M&M's legs and stuff like that. And then you have that one nutcase who, remember Dr. Phil? Remember 2 weeks ago or whatever on the Dr. Phil show, there's that guy who was non-binary, and when the therapist was asking, hey, define a woman, and he was like, I can't define a woman because I am not a woman. Well, guess what, Fruit Rolled Up? I'm not a dog, but I can define what a dog is. I'm not a tree, but I can still define what a tree is. And lastly, I'm not a can of soda, but guess what? I can still define what a can of soda is. Why? Because all it takes is critical thinking and common sense. Even when you look at the whole what defines a woman, what is a woman? Well, let's go to the bones, because, baby, the hips don't lie. The hips of a female is different than that of a male. Right? Because a female's hips, they can expand during childbirth. And not to mention, a woman has the X chromosome while the male has the Y chromosome. You can't change that. Now, sure, you can make an argument with the whole, giving birth and stuff like that. Sure, whatever. But you can't deny the hips and the chromosome. And I will not bend down and let these SJWs ruin what makes a woman a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Because guess what? When you got Adele, who's a woman, saying I'm proud to be a woman, clearly she is defining what a woman is. And these idiots are complaining to her, after her, like, oh my god, how can you say such a thing? Like what? She's just defining what a female is.
And big tech is the ones protecting them.
Oh, by the way, I almost forgot to mention, when it comes to the little hairy man guy in a pink tutu on Dr. Phil, I want everyone to know this right now. These people are not strong by any means. They're not powerful. They're not mighty. Because when Matt told him what makes a woman, when the little pink boy went home with his boyfriend, they were sad and distraught all week. They lost sleep. They cried. And it's just absolutely hilarious, because it's like, what? You're mad because no one is playing pretend with you? These people can't argue back. These people are easily defeated by common sense and logic. Because deep down, they all know that this is just pretend. You can sit there and say, I'm a non-binary pickle, all you want. But at the end of the day, you're just a sad, pathetic white guy who is on Twitter 24/7 with no life and an embarrassment to your mother and father, who probably wish they would have swaddled or pulled out.
Oh,
well, that was cold, but okay.
That was freaking hilarious, though. But yeah, it's a little dark, but still hilarious. Because at the end of the day, here's the thing: people really need to learn to actually have a little thing called common sense, which is actually
for that.
To me, the issue isn't the fact that they look. I don't like getting involved in stuff like this, but the only problem I have is when they start making demands and trying to say that this thing in fiction where they try to control what people can write, what people can create. That is where I draw the line. Is when they start going full authoritarian on me.
And that's the thing. That's their mindset. Is they want to control what you do, what you see, what you say.
The activists do.
Yeah.
I won't say it's all non-binary people. I won't say it's all trans people, but there are those few that are very highly authoritarian. Those are the ones I have a problem with. I don't have a problem with them of people if they would just exist and leave me alone. That's one thing. I'm a believer in you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. That's it, you know.
And see,
I just don't like it when they try to push authoritarian and trying to use especially when they try to use the government to push things.
And see, that's the thing right there. Like, okay, cool. You want to pretend that you're a non-binary peanut butter jelly sandwich. Okay, cool beans. You go over there and you pretend as much as you want that you are a non-binary.
Just don't try to enforce. Just don't try to use, and especially when they try and use big tech. That's the one thing that I really get mad at is when they try to push new policies in these big tech companies because they know that they can't use the government in the United States because of the First Amendment. I believe that if they take enough power, they're going to repeal the First Amendment and make it so that the government can censor speech. They're going to turn this into something like a weird version of China.
Yeah.
And that the activists, the activists, the people like the Sleeping Giants, people like the SPLC and the ADL, those people are the problem. I'm not saying I don't like hating people just because they happen to be non-binary or because they happen to be these things. I just don't like the idea of forcing of the activists, the people who are loud and the people who try to force, who try to use force. That's the problem.
But see, the issue there though is the fact that these people who are non-binary, like I've seen it a lot of times on Twitter. You have this one.
It's a stereotype, yeah. That's because activists are very extremely loud and and use sock puppet accounts to bolster themselves.
What I was going to say was, like, you had this one idiot who was complaining about how there's no non-binary hairstyles. It's like, idiot. There's only male and female, and yeah, there's gender neutral.
No, to me, it's this. It's a hairstyle. It doesn't matter to me. It's just pick a hairstyle. Stop trying to attribute genders to things and stuff. It just gets on my nerves when people try to assign genders or whether something, it just, a hairstyle's a hairstyle.
Exactly.
Like, honestly, I'd recommend just use Trudeau's hairstyle because those people are just as authoritarian as Justin Trudeau.
Hey, DBZ and GT for life. What's up?
Hey man, I'm a bit fucking late. Damn it, I'm always late.
Oh, sorry. Hey, before I forget, DBZ and GT for life. I'm gonna do this podcast tonight. It's called The Good Old Days, and we're gonna talk about old stuff that used to be good. Do you think you'd be interested in it?
Yeah, I'll come in if I can.
Okay, I'll just share you the link when. Yeah, I guess. Okay, back to whoever was speaking.
Well, to be fair, right now I do want to go because I want to catch up on some anime, and I'm also going to be, playing with a buddy of mine on real quick. So I will call it, I will call it, quits right here.
Call it a day.
So my final thoughts. be awesome. There's only two genders. And remember, my glorious heathens, to let your passions burn brightly.
All right,
See you
see
guys.
you,
See you,
Dio.
man.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I said, we've been pretty much, talking about this, that, and everything in between, dealing with that.
Yeah. I mean, it does kind of affect comics and video games, though, since this is what's been ravaging comics and video games.
Listen, I'm going to say this right here. If Texas, if Beto wins governor and this November, for Texas governor, I'm leaving America. I'm done with the country.
Why?
Because Beto is a sick person. I did some research on Beto. I'm not even going to talk about what he does or what he had done on this stream, but he has done some very reprehensible things. And yes, it does involve children, but I won't talk about it because I don't want Mr. Anime to get affected by it. I don't want to talk about it myself, but he said some very horrible stuff, man.
Yeah,
And
but
he's a very
why would you leave if he was the governor of Texas?
because Texas is pretty much, I can say for certain, I think is the last state that actually has that castle law, and it actually doesn't really have that woke liberal stuff over there.
I see. Okay, that makes sense.
And once if that goes away, because Beto's a Democrat, demoncrat is what I call him. That's what it actually means. Demon is short for demon. It really means that. I know you guys think that's crazy. No, demo means demon. It's just short for it. That's what it means. That's what Democrat means. Demon.
Or at least when you're talking about the U.S. Democrat Party.
Yeah, that's definitely that. The demo definitely means demon in short. So
I mean, from their policies, their socialist policies, yeah.
That is definitely true. I'm not just roasting them. I'm not making this up. That is true. That is short for demon. They are very ritualistic.
I'm to call in Doom Guy.
Yeah, it's not a joke. Yeah, I wish Doom Guy was real so he can kill these people, but it's not a joke. These people are actually Satanists. I'm not making this shit up. I'm really not. But yeah, I don't want to freaking be in a country ran by child diddlers and Satanists. So I would just leave the country. I want to assure my needs or safety.
You're fucking killing me, Smalls. Hey.
What the hell is going on?
My stuff's falling over, and I'm getting sick and tired of freaking trying to pick it up again. All that shit.
So this stream just took a dark turn.
Honestly,
No,
after how gas prices are, I doubt he'll win.
Who?
Beto, because of the fact that he believes in the same policies of climate that Biden instituted and shot up the gas prices. I doubt the Democrats are gonna have any favor with the people. Outside of the hippie areas.
Yeah. So honestly, I'm just gonna say this: Governor Abbott, he better do another year as governor. I'll think about staying in America a little bit longer because I want to have faith in my country so bad, but I just can't do it with these people around. And if anybody tries to,
another thing, we're actually looking at a midterm election, so hopefully, we can actually have something we can look forward to.
Yeah, and I don't want to say this because I wouldn't do it myself, but I want to vote for Governor Abbott, and it will be cool as all of us as a collective just go and do it too. So we can make sure.
We don't. Not all of us live in Texas. The ones who live in Texas, yeah.
I want to move to Texas, but I don't trust it. Like I said, if I fucking
Florida has DeSantis, I think he's pretty safe.
Yeah, and he's a great guy, and
Yeah, the Cuban population, the reason why Florida flipped red so hard is because the population in Florida sees a lot of the Fidel Castro movement. They see a lot of on the woke stuff. They see Fidel Castro in that. Like communist.
Yeah, in fact, that's just ridiculous. And I'll be right back.
I think that's why, because there's a huge Cuban population that fled Fidel Castro. They don't want the same thing happening here.
Yeah, man. Also, what are you do? What are you looking for?
Oh, I was actually trying to put some stuff back because I was getting sick and tired of actually freaking just moving some stuff around, then having it topple over, and then you have to pick it back up again and actually repeat the same process.
Holy shit. Let me say something. If you worked out and you got buff, dude, you'll be a monster. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, I'm basically, I actually have like anger issues that if I actually freaking went out with someone, I would actually freaking regret actually freaking hurting them.
Ooh.
Same here. Don't piss me off, or I'll go at you harder than an angry.
You wouldn't
I'll
like me when
I'll go at you.
Wait, hold up. Don't make
me
angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Pretty much.
I try not to get pissed off because if I do, I know I'm gonna. Because I'm gifted in a different way. I'm not built like a lot of other people. Trust me, I'm very, very dangerous when it comes to my strength. Because I don't know my full strength, as a matter of fact. But yeah, I don't want to talk about that because I've done some things that I punched someone in the fucking face really hard, and I don't want to ever have to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'm learning I'm learning the arts. I'm trying to learn like Muay Thai and karate. I don't want to do that to nobody who don't deserve it. But first, I had to get a little in shape because I've been kind of a little bit out of it lately, but I should get a little bit in shape. I should be good. Because I'm already strong. It's just that now I just need to get a little in shape.
Yeah, anyway, I was actually trying to get all my stuff, like, freaking, like, piled back together so that way it won't fall over.
Hey, Mr. Anime 343, I'm gonna have to call it good for now, as I have to get out of here soon. So, thanks for having me.
Yeah, anyway.
Stick with the shadows, because at the end of the day, the darkness is always with you. Also, see you in my podcast tonight.
Hopefully, because I might still be playing freaking Elden Ring. So.
Oh no, that's fine if you can't make it. To be honest, I don't even know if I should handle it tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, when you actually have it, I'll be working tomorrow. So.
Well, yeah, but do you think it would be, before I go, do you think it would be a good idea to do it tomorrow or tonight?
Whichever is more convenient for you.
Yeah.
Well, I want to make it convenient for every one of us. Or not every one of us, but at least one person.
Yeah, I hear you, but it's your podcast, so whichever is actually whatever's most convenient for all of us is actually, good enough for us. But
all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
All right.
All right.
But anyway, guys, like I said, I've been trying to freaking Actually, Cerno's avatar is still there. It's just, in fact, hey there, Nitwits World. Welcome to the stream. We're still trying to friggin'. Yeah, New York's going red their tie because apparently it turns out that basically people are just done with all the Democrat bullshit that's been going on with
crime.
Yeah, the crime, the freaking looting, and all that shit. And
so maybe all these other places might have castle law, and they can gentrify these ghetto areas in America. That's great.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Basically, we're just stuck between a rock and a hard place when it comes to politicians, because
Well, I think that the problem is that when it comes to housing, when it comes to gentrification and housing, the problem that is like the thing that's contributing mostly to homelessness is not gentrification. It's actually a lack of supply.
It is actually,
and they can't build a lot of it has to do with the freaking green freaks who are like, we can't be taking more space from the planet. That's the kind of people that cause the homelessness, because you can't build supply of housing.
Okay. You know what? I will say this. I'm going to be very balanced here. Yes, there is people on this planet that is stealing this planet for its resources. And yes, I don't think it's healthy for the planet because we live on this planet. We need to breathe the oxygen and all this other stuff, and stuff like that. So yeah, I can agree. I can see what their point is, but at the same time, people need a place to stay. People need homes. So I think there's always a better way to live under certain conditions. I think people cut down trees a lot just to build houses. I think that there is another way. I think there is another way to do that, like use rock to build houses, like use metal, but use some wood. Try to tone it down as minimal as possible. Stuff like that. But honestly, like I
plant
said,
more trees.
Huh?
You plant more trees so that because they'll take a while to grow, but at least
yeah, like
after some years those trees will grow.
Yeah, so there's ways they can do it. They're just doing it the unsafe way because they've been told that that's the only way to do it. Is no, there's ways to preserve the planet and have technology. There's definitely ways to do that. Stop making it optionless. There's definitely ways to do that. But these degenerates, they always say, "Oh, well, there's not any other way." It's like, fuck. Can't tell you. You can't convince anybody. Also, I gotta ask. Everyone is complaining about this Elden Ring easy mode stuff. I'm like, dude, go play Devil May Cry or something. I mean, I love Devil May Cry, but stop complaining. Go play Dragon's Dogma. That game is definitely more suited for your needs. You guys are
guys. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta do something.
Adventure games like that.
Yeah, I don't blame you one bit. I don't blame you one bit because apparently, I'm just sick and tired of all these people freaking just trying to say, we need games to actually, freaking push agendas and shit. Because, we actually, as a society, just don't want to deal with all this freaking crap that's been going on as of late.
Yeah, no wonder all these states are turning red when it comes to Republican and stuff because nobody wants to keep dealing with that. The best way, I think this is the best way to save the country is just support the opposite or the lesser of the two evils, I guess, and stuff like that. Maybe then people will probably vote for the right president this election and vote for Governor Abbott. So nobody wants to deal with these child diddler demons that keep running around harming people. Because think about it, they have this law where if you are getting robbed or your family is being harmed in the same instance as being robbed, you have to let it happen so you can have evidence or proof or whatever. And in these fucking states, I'm like, man, do you want to know what the greatest thing about Texas? If you try to come in and do anything, I could take this gun and blow your head off in the middle of you running towards the door. Literally, they'll write up a report, and that's it. You wouldn't even be charged. I don't even think so. You wouldn't be charged if you're defending your home or you're defending yourself. Texas is everybody in Texas is damn near loaded. That's what I like about Texas. That's how America should be. You know, to protect your rights.
I'm just sick and tired of all this freaking looting that's been going on with, like,
You know what?
Like,
a law like that would that would stop Antifa in its tracks.
Yeah, that's why everyone's about to. You see that everyone's going red with the Republican, right? So if an Antifa member comes out of nowhere and tries something, blow their fucking pink hair off, blow that stupid ass wig off their fucking head, soon in their tracks, blow that stupid ass mask off their fucking, blow their fat stomach right in the back of their motherfucking spine. That's what I like right there.
Oh my.
Cowboy style. Yes.
Oh my.
Cowboy style.
yeah,
It's not playing the guitar with the leaf in your mouth with the cowboy hat on. Fuck that. Tired of these fucking assholes, man.
You, son, I wouldn't want to mess with you.
You don't.
Anyway, yeah, I've actually wanted to play Elden Ring because, people want to actually say that, everybody's actually trying it out so far. I want to give my 2 cents on it and also try it out as well. That's what I got in the first place.
So, Ty, how are you? And what's up with that profile picture saying boner at the end of the profile? What is up with that? Come on, man. Change that.
Oh, come on. You don't find it a little funny?
It is funny, but god damn it, I don't need anybody accusing me of being a degenerate.
Oh, jeez. They're not going to accuse you of being a degenerate. They're going to accuse me of being one.
In fact, I'm actually a degenerate myself, but, hey, I usually like to keep that shit to myself if possible. I mean, hell, I even actually freaking had...
God,
I even actually put freaking Revy's husband in quotation marks at the end of my freaking Twitter handle because that way people know that I'm actually
one of my dumbass siblings is here. God fucking damn it. Ignorant ass. But whatever. Playing that stupid ass fucking music. Play some fucking rock. Some metal or some screamo. Stop playing that gay ass rap bullshit. Shit is for homosexual. Oh, sorry, Ty. Sorry. I'm not a homophobe. I just say that to insult people. I swear to God. I am not a homophobe. Hey, listen.
Dude, I'm more likely to punch you for apologizing than what
You punch me for apologizing.
Yeah. Listen. Anytime you actually say something, I only got 2 words to say about that. Never apologize.
All right. Fuck that faggot, homo, bitch ass, stank ass fucking rap music. That shit ruined an entire race generation of a race of people, and it causes problems. Okay. I prefer rock and screamo because it actually has more substance. It has more stuff to it. Now, don't get me wrong. Not all rap music is bad. But today, with all that, fuck that shit, okay?
Gangster rap is the problem.
Huh? Yeah, gangster rap. That shit is, especially now with their fucking these fucking ghetto motherfuckers, they want to be emo. They want to be like the white dude emo guy so fucking bad. Dude, you will never be that fucking good.
Oh, God.
You will never be that fucking good. You always look like a fucking you look like a backwards retard who's trying to be goth. That's what you look like. You look like a dude with Asperger's trying to be goth. Come on, man.
Is this their revenge for white middle class boys getting into looking hood?
Yeah, in fact,
yeah, it probably is that revenge. They're looking at it right now. Hey, you guys listen, you guys let it loose. You said it was okay. I'm roasting them now. I can't stand these ghetto fucking stupid ass waves on their head with their diamond fucking earrings. They look stupid as fuck with their gold grills. Man, oh, I can't stand people like that. They always want to talk about, man, you hate, and I'm not hate. I wouldn't hate on you. Why would I hate on you or be jealous? I don't want to be anything like you. You're ugly. You look like shit. Even with all that glamour on you, you look like shit. I want to be like you.
Wait till someone
especially when it's a white guy trying to act black.
Oh my god! Listen, the only people who got away with that was Fred Durst, the guy who's the lead singer of Limp Bizkit. That's the only person who got away with that. And a couple people I know, because they actually kind of did it right. It wasn't all the way ghetto. Okay, they were still mostly their white self. So yeah, I'm referring to the real ghetto motherfuckers. It was like, hey yo, what's up, dog? Like, oh, get away from me, man. And they say they look like Cap and Clown, and you're a bozo. These guys are fucking lames, man. That's why nobody wants to hang out with these ghetto motherfuckers.
Speaking of ghetto, have any of you seen a post I recently retweeted where this one person was bitching about stop calling black cosplayers ghetto or hood, like saying something like hood Goku or
I hate that shit. Fucking Afro Goku and shit like that, man.
People, there are literally people on Twitter complaining about that, and there's this guy that we follow each other. He goes by the username of Spades86. All right, and he brought up a really good point on this one. Keep in mind, this is a black guy, and he's he calls himself a hood nerd, but he even quote tweeted this, like, stop calling cosplayers hood this, ghetto that. It's like, well, maybe if you guys didn't start the trend to begin with. And he linked like 5 videos of YouTubers who are doing stuff like the last hood bender and all this other stuff.
Yeah, if you guys would stop that ghetto stuff, maybe we wouldn't be going through this right now. Maybe if black women stopped acting like whores and stopped making themselves look all like they're just only made for eye candy, maybe people would respect them more. They always want to talk about man this and man that. As soon as a white dude walks in the room, they're quiet. They'd be like, oh, yes, massa. Oh, massa, let me get on my
dear Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, fucking assholes. They're fucking nasty, disgusting weed talking about men needs to get it together and needs to be more street. It's like, dude, like, you are the ratchetest, the most disgusting human being on the planet to date. Fuck off.
Yeah, in fact, this is what I mean to prefer Asian women.
Hell yeah, I prefer it.
You're
what?
What do you think about this one person named Drexel?
Listen, I would say that. Listen, I want to say this. There are very, very fucking few black women that are more beautiful than Asian women. That is very few. They're either in another country or their hair. And they're not ghetto and ratchet, and that's very rare. And they're typically lighter tone. So, dude,
wait until this part of the stream gets clipped and taken out of context.
Oh my fucking god! Why does everyone clip streams and take it out of context? These fucking assholes
want to push their political agenda.
Well, they don't know what's going on, they don't know what goes on in the black community. They don't have any idea. They're just a bunch of angry white people who jack off the hentai every fucking night that can't get no fucking girlfriend. Even if you can't get a girlfriend, I'm sorry. That's you guys. Oh man, I'm so sorry. God,
we're not, but we don't try to. We're not SJWs.
I know.
The people who jack up the hentai are the opposite of SJWs. SJWs are trying to shut hentai down.
SJWs being a low.
In Australia, dude. They even tried that in Australia, and guess what?
Yeah, they're trying. The SJWs are the ones trying to put Australian type type restrictions in America. They're the ones trying to import that kind of bullshit into America. That kind of mentality from Australia. So the SJWs aren't the ones jacking off the hentai. They're the ones jacking off to probably some interracial porn, gay porn or whatever.
No. They have no. They hate hentai unless it's Baku Deku.
Hey,
they only like yaoi.
Which is probably
hold on. We got
worst form.
Oh, we got Matt, aka the birthday boy.
Yeah,
Hey,
guess what day it is, motherfuckers? Guess what day it is?
Happy birthday, Mad Matt!
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering.
And all of a sudden, the hair on your avatar turns into rockets, and they go and fireworks.
Baby, you're a fire.
And now from Nonbinary.
check it out. Finally got it.
Ooh, you lucky
Elden
bastard.
Ring, yes.
You lucky bastard.
I actually hope you get yours as well, man. I really hope you do get yours.
I don't have a PS4.
Possibly will.
At one point I was gonna get a PS4, but once they started going full crackdown on Senran Kagura, I decided nope, I ain't gonna support Sony anymore. Sony can go fuck themselves.
I haven't played a PlayStation since. God, when was the first Resident Evil?
The OG PS1.
Yeah.
Because freaking, at least Nintendo isn't like freaking censorious happy like freaking,
They're not as bad as PlayStation. At least they're what PlayStation used to be.
Bullshit, but it's nowhere near as bad as Sony's or micro dicks.
Sony and micro dicks.
Yeah, micro dick is a good one for Microsoft. But
yeah. There's actually a line from an epic rap battle of histories. Back when YouTube was actually good. There was a line from the Steve Jobs, the person playing Steve Jobs, like, to Bill Gates, why'd you name your company after your dick? Get it, Microsoft.
Yeah, but we got these Sony ponies actually freaking civic for freaking Sony and PlayStation because God forbid they just want exclusivities on games.
And what's I think they want exclusivity on Japanese games so that their censorship can't be bypassed by the companies making the game. Because some remember that Omega Labyrinth Life was uncensored on Switch but censored on PlayStation.
Yeah,
they decided to do it that way because Sony decided to be such a SJW cucks.
I just find it so funny that a lot of games. I've been noticing that a lot of games have been going from the PlayStation to being available in the Switch store now. Like I never thought that Devil May Cry would become available on a Nintendo console.
Yeah, and it's such a cute Nintendo console, very small too.
Yeah, the thing is
good too.
Then Danganronpa becomes
back
available in the Switch store, and it's like, what the fuck?
They're all. I think Sony is on its last legs. I kind of wish. The thing is, too bad Sega went woke too, because if Sega wasn't woke, at least the American branch, then they could just re-enter the hardware market after Sony falls and then replace them. But nope.
Yeah, but
their American branch is cucked as heck.
Yeah, but then we'd be bombarded with 10 million more Sonic games.
Awesome as shit.
Just bring back the Dreamcast.
Exactly.
Dude,
because
I'd be
we just want to actually freaking have good quality entertainment. not be freaking preached to about like our freaking white privilege. For fuck's sake.
They should start manufacturing. And plus, with the new technological advancements they've made in chip manufacturing, they could make that a lot more energy efficient too. They could make the fact that the console could probably be a lot smaller and use those cards, like kind of like they could use cartridges, since the price of that has come down. The price of everything that has come down since the 90s.
Oh yeah, about the Switch cartridges. Those are actually much better than CDs, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They could use cartridges like the Switch for like the Dreamcast 2 if they ever come back to the hardware market. And I could only see that happening if Sony falls.
Sony's not going to fall.
Yeah, in fact, the Bleeding Shadow says, if anyone could read this out loud, I know I just left, but if ponies truly value exclusivity, then stop telling them how good their exclusives are.
Their exclusives suck. Last of Us 2, is that all they have?
No,
I mean, God of War, the God of War was good, but that's about it.
No, Devil May Cry was also good.
But that's not exclusive anymore.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I said.
Speaking of the Switch, I it's too long of a wait for me. I need Bayonetta 3 now.
Yes, we do. We do need that.
Yeah, I love Bayonetta so much.
I don't care
I'm waiting. You think that's bad? I'm waiting for. You think that's bad? I'm waiting for a Xenogears HD 2D remaster.
Bayonetta, the only
just a minute.
I will ever unironically say Slay Queen.
Okay, I will say this. Right now. When it comes to Sony, I love PlayStation. Always been a PlayStation fan. Yeah, man, I love PlayStation, but I like Xbox a little bit more. I do not like Sony. I hate Sony. I don't like Microsoft. I like some of their decisions, but I don't know. As long as Microsoft keeps making worse Windows than the last, and as long as Bill Gates is running Microsoft, I can't like Microsoft. But Sony has way too much bad stuff on their hands. Way too much bad stuff. Now their PlayStation and some of their movies, like the Spider-Man movies and stuff, and some of their other products is good, and I appreciate them for making these things. But I've always been a PlayStation fan. I never gave a shit about Sony. I've never been a Sony pony or never. I'm not even an Xbox.
I actually would have liked it better if Nintendo had the PlayStation brand instead of Sony.
Then they'll copyright your stuff and they'll make Dante look like a bitch. So I wouldn't want that.
I don't know. Maybe it could happen. Maybe it wouldn't.
Devil May Cry probably wouldn't have existed.
My only problem with Sony here as of recently is it just kind of feels like they're kind of going into like, I mean, aside from the localization bullshit and, by extension, the wokey shit, my problem with them is that Sony in general just seems to be going into a monopoly sort of territory.
Yeah, just like Microsoft. They want to buy out shit and all that.
Yeah. It's like going. Yeah. They kind of go on the route of Disney at this point.
At least when Nintendo had a monopoly on things, that was more by happenstance than with Microsoft's pure avarice.
Yeah. I think. That's why I don't really think that, Sega could ever really make a comeback. Because so Sony will get its money either way, whether it be through video games or through films or anime.
You never know. So Sega just might make their comeback. But you never know. Maybe if we support Sega enough, they can do it.
And who knows? If the Sega Pluto ever becomes a thing, we might even see a resurgence of NEC back into the video game market.
Hey,
You know, I want to see a Sega Sun. That's what I want to see, a Sega Sun.
Yeah, in fact, here's the thing. Also, I just ordered the original Bastard, so I'm planning on doing like a side by side. I'm planning on doing a comparison between the original Bastard and the Netflix version of Bastard.
You're talking about the anime Bastard. There's a new anime of Bastard.
Yes.
Holy shit! I might see Lars Alou. I like that character.
There's an anime called Bastard.
Yep, there is an anime called Bastard, bro, and it's fucking awesome.
How did I never know this?
He'll probably freaking just sit there and actually just bitch about it, like he did with. Oh God, he would probably just like sit there and just freaking bitch about it all day, saying how bad it is and shit like that.
Who?
Razor Fist.
What? Oh come on, Razor Fist would possibly enjoy that anime, considering how much he respects those.
Yeah.
Metal thing.
Razor Fist is still a thing.
It's more. My problem's more with Professor Otaku being that much of a soy jack and constantly bitching about everything that makes Bastards so freaking awesome.
Yeah, in fact, freaking.
The one thing that makes Bastard awesome is Lars and Dark Snyder's looking form, modern form. That's it. And some metal. Like, that's why I watch Bastard, is because of Lars Alou. And, what's his name? Dark Schneider with his Majin form or his other forms.
Also, another thing, I actually heard that in Elden Ring, they actually made a reference to Guts and Kentaro Miura as like a tribute to him and like his work on Berserk.
Yeah, that's pretty sad that he passed away.
Yeah, most of From Software's dark fantasy games are more a love letter to Berserk than anything really. Especially Elden Ring, which is so berserk, it might as well have a huge slab of iron as part of the collector's edition.
I had a theory. What if Kirito from Sword Art Online is a Guts fanboy? That's why he calls himself the Black Swordsman.
That is such an unfortunate naming.
Yeah. Imagine that.
That's a thinker, but you would think he'd look a little more like, let's say a certain dude who wears sunglasses indoors.
Well, who's that?
You know who I'm talking about.
Kirito doesn't have the genetic makeup to look cool like Guts. So he has to wear like the black trench coat and all of that.
Kirito is also a bland bitch.
Very bland.
Don't at me.
No. Guts. See, here's the thing about Guts. He's also bland, not like that, but he's also kind of stoic because of what he went through. He doesn't show a lot of emotions if he's not fighting.
That's still a person. That's still a personality.
I know. Kirito has a personality as well. Here's the thing. Like Kirito has similar traits like Guts. That's what I find so funny. Is like they call him the Black Swordsman. They have that weird, they have similar traits, or they went through similar, or like they have similar traits when they go through something. It reminds me of the two. It was like, what if the guy who made Sword Art Online actually liked Berserk?
Yeah, Ricky Kawara actually having a bit of a mutual thing for freaking Kentaro Miura.
Yeah, but if he was like a fan of his work when he was a kid, he was like, let me make an anime with a character that has the Black Swordsman title and has similar characteristics. I feel like fans fail to see the point.
Yeah, I was thinking of how awesome it would be if there was Berserk but sci-fi, but then again, we also got Get-A-Robo Armageddon, Armored Tumor Voltoms, 5-star stories, that type of stuff.
Yeah, in fact, I still want to freaking create like a mecha style freaking tabletop RPG if possible.
Do it!
You know what I want to see? We do a Healer versus Sword Art Online.
That would be pretty interesting.
I would love. Listen, I'm sorry. I would love to see Kirito kick Kaoru's ass in one. I would love to see that. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Also,
bring it
that,
up.
freaking due to like freaking Kaoru actually taking freaking Blade's ultimate weapon and then using it, he actually has the power of immortality.
Yeah.
Again,
That's the problem. While Kirito is hacked, Kaoru goes through the
bringing popcorn, baby.
Yeah,
that would be very cool to see.
Hacks.
Again, I'm just bringing popcorn. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, in fact, I'm hoping I actually get the second part of the Otaku at 10,000 BC, so I can complete that set.
Oh yeah, Death by Snoo, baby.
Oh my!
And then
Yeah,
you can make.
Fact, also,
Yeah,
I just actually found this in freaking volume 3 of the Otaku at 10,000 BC. So, hold on a second.
And
all of a sudden, this channel gets demonetized because
I'm not even monetized in the first place, you guys. You actually have to hit 1,000 subscribers along with being a part of the YouTube partnership program, which is total bullshit. But anyway.
Just don't get full outright banned.
Man, black and white never helps. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, I can definitely make out a cave girl orgy. That's for sure.
Wait a minute, that was an orgy.
Oh dear. Oh gosh.
What do you know how things are back in the primeval days? Snoo and all that, and you got basically.
I wonder what a Puritan would do in a situation like that. A male Puritan.
Their heads would probably explode.
I wonder what he would do in that situation if those women walk up to him, call him a bitch, and say, "You want to fight me or something?"
Yeah,
that dude will probably fail, man.
He'd probably be in the fetal position.
He'd run.
He'd be like, "Oh,
he'd run away like a little
bitch."
Wait, if a woman came up and threatened to kick his ass?
Yep.
Yeah, he'd cry in the fetal position. just like in that one episode of Smiling Friends.
Yeah, basically, Ty, the person that's actually attacking Maggie Negan PWD Fangirl 27 is the same person that's actually stalking me as well. It's actually I Stay with Vic Bales.
Oh, that.
Okay. Yeah, that fucking soy jack. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm wondering how he would respond if someone actually doxed him.
I Stay with Vic Bales is a girl, so.
Or doxed her. She'd
no,
probably.
No. She's not a girl. Get it right. She's female. There is actually a difference.
What?
There's a difference between a girl and woman and a female.
Let me guess. It's about how they act.
It is about how they act. A girl.
True.
A girl/woman is someone who happens to be female that you can get along with, who carries himself well and is fun. And if you were to bring her home to meet the parents, they would like her. A female is someone you bring home with you, and your mother would kick your ass.
So in other words, a bitch.
I think it's funny. This is coming from a gay guy. Even he knows.
I have an older brother. I only know this because my mother taught us this, and I was taught this before I even came out.
I see. So your brother knows that well.
Oh,
Yeah, he knows it well, but he never
love
brought home
this.
the right ones.
Oh no!
Dude, where the fuck is Shimonetta, dude, when we need him now?
Yeah, in fact, I just gotta simply say, this is just so much fun. I mean, basically, this is why I actually usually do these live streams, because it gives us a chance to actually, let us vent for
Honestly,
a couple hours.
Ty, what you said there kind of reminds me of Drexel.
That's no surprise. That's no surprise because I actually found that a lot of things Drexel tends to.
Also, I only had. Here's another thing, guys. It turns out that when I was getting Elden Ring, I actually had a $50 gift card, and it was like $49.99, right? Plus, it was like $52 total. But I had a $50 gift card, but I only had to pay freaking $2 to actually get it.
Because you had a gift card for $50, so you don't have to pay the tax.
Yep.
Is it available on Steam at all?
I do not know.
I think it is.
That's one thing I keep forgetting that I need to do is I need to pick up a gamepad.
Yeah, you might want to be careful about the PC release of Elden Ring because I've heard it's got issues.
DRM probably.
Are they minor issues or are they Cyberpunk 2077 issues?
More performance.
I love
issues,
everyone
but nothing-
dunks on it. Dunks on Cyberpunk. Poor CDPR. They just had to get greedy.
See, I want to get it, but
can I please say something?
Sorry.
It's more performance issues, but nothing Cyberpunk 2077 worthy.
Okay.
That game was glitchy as hell. It put a lot of other games that had glitches to shame. Hell, even fucking,
it was worse than Bethesda, wasn't it?
And the thing,
what is that game? Sleeping Dogs? No, it wasn't called Sleeping Dogs.
Watch Dogs.
You want to know what the big irony is?
Watch Dogs. Not even that was as glitchy.
Or even any Bethesda game.
Yeah, like holy shit, man. Cyberpunk 2077 was wow.
And y'all want to know what the big irony is?
What?
I actually wanted this game to be good.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it on Steam.
That's why I call Cyberpunk 2077 the biggest disappointment of the entire 21st century.
Hell yeah. And it was
it.
gassing it up like it was actually going to be good. It's like, Jesus Christ, just finish the game.
Where the fuck was Mike Pondsmith during all this?
No idea. Like I said, man, and Matt, you have a neat eye for things. You like metal and futuristic cyberpunk stuff like Ghost in the Shell. I can identify with that because I've always grown up liking metal, rock, screamo, fucking cyberpunk, an anime that represents those things. I always like stuff like that.
You read me well there, Neo.
And then there's the dystopia angle of it, which actually might become true. At least the dystopia part of it.
I wish it didn't.
I know, right?
Okay.
I don't think with the surge of people voting for Republicans, I don't think there's going to be a dystopian future. But you never know.
I'm telling you.
You never know with the globalist elite and their machinations for all mankind.
I'm honestly convinced that
if the U.S.
never know.
I think with the war,
don't tempt fate.
Yeah, I think their idea is that the globalists want to. If America goes Republican, I think they're just gonna have Russia blow us up.
They're gonna have Russia blow us up. No. You don't understand.
Don't tempt fate.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't tempt shit. These guys were saying it.
Hey, fate's being tempted somewhere. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter who does it.
Hey, no, because actually, I don't think Russia wants to attack American Republicans per se. It's really guys like Biden, because I think the reason why this war with Ukraine started off, and I think the way Biden did it was not smart. I don't think he should have started a war, at all. But
Yeah, I think the problem stems from it stems all the way back from the 90s, honestly.
actually, I think the
Let's
reason
not
why
forget- Okay, if I can interject here, guys. Let's not forget Amanda Wynn Lee and what she was saying about freaking.
Oh yeah, one of the Kick Vic members was actually glad the war started.
No,
'cause-
don't get me started on that fucking cunt.
Oh,
And
fuck
then she-
Amanda Winley.
then-
I mean, she was.
Then she wanted to go and use the LGBT as a fucking shield for that one. Oh my god. Ooh.
Oh
Yeah, and
no,
not to
that's
mention
not gonna
she's-
work.
She's a fucking.
She
mediocre
used gay
bitch.
people as her meat shield. She's
Again.
trying. It's like she's willing to throw people under the bus.
Listen, let me tell you something. Biden calling out Japan like Japan's got our back. I'm like, Biden, why would you call out a country if they didn't even get a say so, you fucking idiot?
Yeah,
You're just
and
putting
it's
people
not
in
like Japan,
danger.
Not even
Listen,
Japan.
Listen, let me say something. Let me say
Wait,
the
hold
reason
on,
why
hold on.
Russia attacked Ukraine is because, listen, I'm not saying anything. I don't want to say anything bad about Ukraine because I feel like people in Ukraine who got attacked unnecessarily like that shit was unwarranted. I felt like Putin was not in his right mind the way he went about that. But the reason why he did that, I think, is because Ukraine does do sex trafficking, and I believe there is something going on with them burning documents about the Biden crime family. I think Putin is trying to expose
I
Joe
mean,
Biden.
they call
He
him
was friends with Donald Trump, who
quid-
actually
quid
tried
pro
to
quo.
expose Biden.
Quid for pro quo Joe, I think is the title of that scandal.
Quid pro quo Joe, yeah.
Yeah, like
So in other words, whistleblowers getting silenced as per fucking usual. What do you fucking do?
I don't know. I heard.
when you have
differently
these virtual signaling cocksuckers trying to take Russian people out of games in America, it's like, don't do Russian people do not deserve that. They're not
It's
the
not
ones
the people didn't order the war.
yeah, exactly.
The
Why
government
Damn,
did.
damn right.
The same thing with
Hey.
China. The people are actually just like with China. The people are the victims of their own government.
Yeah,
Easy,
so
bro.
Putin went out and did something not in a very good way and started something, and no one knows what's really going on and why it's happening. The soldiers of Ukraine is fighting for their country because they're fighting for the people to protect their country. They probably don't even know the details, but I think Putin was trying to go after the Biden crime family documents that was in Ukraine, or Ukraine was sex trafficking when having deals with Biden, and like this all started off, and I don't think everyone knows the details.
I
So,
would
Truthfully,
say it sounds unlikely about the whole trafficking thing, but come on, we've seen how Biden acts around kids.
So
Yeah, man.
I honestly heard different when it came to why Russia went into Ukraine.
NATO expansion is that it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well,
Guys,
well, no, it's like
actually
go back
get out of
to
politics
go
right
back
now.
to
Because,
2014. What?
Oh yeah, no. Mr. Anime said we shouldn't be talking about politics right now at the moment.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's like,
Yeah,
Steve
it's more-
Megan says, I don't like talking about politics. I
Okay,
don't blame
Maggie,
you.
never mind. Then we'll talk about something else.
In fact, she also brings up a point about another live action version of Full Metal Alchemist. It's like
Another one.
Another
Why-
live
they're
action.
gonna mess that up
live
too?
action FMA.
Can we not live
Let me-
action everything?
let me guess. It's done by
Listen. I want good anime live actions, but I want them to be done right.
Yeah,
like freaking like Alita Battle Angel. That was actually
thank
just
you.
yes. In fact, freaking that was a classic.
That was actually really good, actually.
In fact, I even go so far as to call it one of the greatest films of all time, next to Blade Runner, Aliens, and the Terminator duology.
I'm gonna say it right now. I did like the first Alien versus Predator. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I
That
didn't
was
say Alien versus Predator.
I know. No, I'm saying for myself, I did like that movie from 2004.
Yeah, that movie's pretty damn good.
Now the second one, we don't talk about that. Especially that scene where the girlfriend was pregnant. Oh, almost throw it in my mouth. We don't talk about that.
I am so glad that I have very vague memories of the movie. Then
I'm glad I have
Trust
an iron
me.
stomach.
Trust
What
me.
movie?
Alien versus Predator 2. That movie was.
Oh yeah, the what do you call it? The chest bursters.
Listen, man. Look. There was a scene where a kid was a victim of one of those aliens. I believe someone got skinned alive. I think it was I hated that movie so much. They really violated with that movie. They went too fucking far. I hated that fucking movie so much. It damn near ruined my life. Now, Alien versus Predator 1, I give that a 6. A 6, a 7.5, maybe. A 7.5.
How did a movie almost ruin your life?
Dude, there is a scene in that movie that you have to see for yourself. It made it almost like it made me lose my appetite for a very long time. You know what? I don't even want to. Don't even watch it, man. I'm not even going to make you
Well,
suffer.
it's a good
dude.
thing I have an iron stomach, but
Hey, Mad, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I've never seen it.
yeah,
Then
again, glad I have an iron stomach, but I can totally understand in your pain.
Yeah.
there's only 2 movies that left me completely traumatized in my entire life. That was Anaconda and Arachnophobia.
Nah, not those.
Arachnophobia, especially.
But
Ugh.
And I hate my mother when she decides to get fake tarantulas.
that movie with the blob movie that came out. I think there was one that came out in the 80s and another one that came out in the I forgot which one. I think there's 2, but there was the blob movie. Every time it was that one scene. I think it was back in 2003. I was on a couch and I was watching TV. It was like beginning to get nighttime, and then I seen a dude. He was on the floor, right, and then pretty much he was trying to get up, but the like his face started to stretch. It was like that. It was like from the blob, and his face started to stretch, I think, or it was just a piece of the blob, and tried to get up from the ground, and the blob was stretching off of his face, and oh god, it was.
Well, anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it good here because I'm actually gonna get set up for doing some gameplay session with Elden Ring and actually see how good it is.
All right.
Yeah, don't forget to stream it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get. Like I said, I gotta get set up for it before I can actually do anything. So,
all right.
Anyway,
let's get our final goodbyes out of the way first. Matt, since you were the last one on, you go first.
Nothing much for me. Just be excellent to each other and party the fuck on, dudes. And remember, just like Shimon and a dude said, there are only 2 genders.
Most definitely is only 2 genders.
3 if you count. Well, 4 if you count bitch and soy jack.
Damn.
Oh, just have fun out there, people.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah.
I'm boring today.
The only thing I can say is keep rocking and dragging, and please do not watch The Blob or Alien versus Predator 2. And if you did, God bless your soul.
Yeah, in fact, Cerno?
Yeah, I don't know. I just wish the woke would just shut up and leave people alone.
Oh, they will. So if this country becomes all the way red.
Yeah, that's like expecting the sun not to shine every day, bro.
Yeah, anyway, guys. Appreciate you coming on board, dealing my crazy ass shenanigans. Hopefully get to actually see you when I freaking get set up for doing my little gameplay session. Basically, in other words, it's actually been fun having you guys on board. As always, just remember these 3 things, guys. Respect life is a fan service. Enjoy your fandoms. Anime is freedom. And And until the next one, this is Mr. Enemy 343 saying, God, anime, mecha, and big titty waifu fucking speed.
Peace out.
Adios.
Peace.
Yeah.